In this video on the 5 keys to maximize your sustainability program, we're going to focus on the first key, alignment with your core business model. This is a critical element because it answers the question, why? Why are you doing the activities you are, and why do they matter to the company? Most of the organizations I've worked for over my career have had a long-term strategy in addition to the short-term goals. These things are sometimes called visions or ambitions, but they typically fall into 4 categories. They offer financial, operational, sales, and cultural objectives that have been identified by the senior leaders of the organization as being those key drivers for the organization over the time frame specified. And some, maybe not all, of the elements of this vision can be enhanced or even accomplished through corporate responsibility efforts. The first step is to look at those opportunities within the strategy map that align with what you're attempting to do. So the concept of expanding premium offers to capture higher profit sales, a financial objective, and the operational objective to increase market share may both be accomplished by the offering of a fair trade option or a socially responsible or an environmentally green product or service. Similarly, the concept of reducing days sales outstanding, the amount of time between when you deliver a product or service and when you get paid for it, can often be the difference between profitability and loss on that product or service. And financial people know this. But taking efforts and presenting them as an environmental option can reduce your DSOs. And I'll give you 2 examples. In the first case, a company I worked with and for was delivering products to client job sites. Whenever the drivers arrived and delivered their products, they were instructed to go into the office, hand the bill for the products they had just delivered to the receptionist or the accounting person, and ask the simple question, is there anything I can take back with me to the office today? Clients quickly learned that they could save the price of a stamp, how small that was, by handing the check in an envelope, and sometimes without an envelope, to that driver and having them bring it directly back to the company. This saved the 4 or 5 days that would have typically been used and spent in the post. Taking it one step further, electronic billing and electronic bill pay further shorten the distance between when you deliver a product or service and when you get paid for it. Environmental programs matter to a set of our population, and we know this. And this will mean that being known for this can enhance your brand image and reputation and facilitate your ability to attract, hire, and retain the best talent. But there are some elements within your sustainability plan that might be even more effective in this regard. The social objectives in your sustainability plans, things like a culture of continuous improvement and learning and safety and employee well-being, can also help attract, hire, and retain the best talent. They can reduce turnover because people discover that they can have a long-term career with you rather than having to jump to another job. A safety program clearly can reduce lost time accidents and makes you a preferred employer. It also reduces your costs not only to care for your employees, but also in health insurance premiums. What I do then is to take the business priorities and create a matrix with the corporate responsibility objectives that have been determined for the company. In some cases, you may have the opportunity to build this from scratch, but in other cases, you're trying to retrofit. And in either case, the process is the same. You develop the corporate responsibility objectives that you wish to engage, and then you map them alongside the business strategies, being honest with yourself and others about their ability to impact those various strategies. In some cases, the correlation will be very strong, and your program may be sufficient in and of itself to achieve that objective. In other cases, it may be one of many programs or a few programs that are designed to achieve that corporate objective. And lastly, you can also use this process to identify threats. So using a competitive analysis and applying to health and safety, for example, may reveal that your organization is behind its competitors and at risk not only for an accident, but for higher turnover or losing those preferred employees. I hope you found this summary of how to align with your sustainability programs with your core business model to be helpful. There are 4 other keys, and I'm happy to engage with you about them or this one. You can reach out to me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or via Twitter. Thank you.